What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So, sorry first of all, I've been inactive for a couple of days. Starting today, I will really start uploading a lot more frequently again. And I want to really quickly apologize in advance, I guess, for not really using any Nintendo Switch gameplay in this video. You know how it is with Nintendo, they simply like to copyright claim all the videos from YouTubers that use Nintendo footage. I simply don't, I'm not gonna fall for that, I don't want to support that, so I'm just refusing to really show any Nintendo footage in these videos because I don't want to get my videos copyright claimed. So I hope you can understand that, and I'm simply gonna talk face to face with you about the Nintendo Switch, which, yeah, here it is. I got it 2 days ago actually, and I've not made it a secret, right? Over the past couple of months, with all the decisions that Nintendo has made, I've not been very positive about it, you know, at all, in terms of the games that they've announced, which, yeah, the number is just too few for me, in terms of the features that we saw, the decisions that they made for the Switch. I wasn't super impressed by it in the slightest. At the same time, I still really wanted to get one, because this is the thing with Nintendo, they make a couple of these games that I really want to play. For example, I really wanted to play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which came out on the launch of the Switch. I'm very much looking forward to the new the new Mario Odyssey that's coming out at the end of this year in the fall somewhere. Yeah, Mario has been a franchise I've loved since a child, you know, and so for the exact same reason that I got my Wii U back in the days a couple years ago, you know, I got my Nintendo Switch. I want to play those couple of Nintendo exclusives that really matter to me and that I simply really enjoy playing. So I got my Nintendo Switch, and despite all the criticism I gave over the past couple of months, I really tried to go in with an open mind and see from scratch again, like, how good is this console? And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I unpacked my Nintendo Switch, my first impressions were actually kind of, you know, quite positive. Like, I really liked what I saw at that moment. So when I unpacked it, first of all, my first impression really was like, holy shit, this thing is really small. Maybe I have been looking at it in a wrong way because I only saw the tablet and I'm like, yeah, you know, this might as well simply be a handheld, and me really looking at it like a console might have been a wrong thing to do. Of course, the moment you really start putting the tablet that you get, putting it into the dock again, you're playing on your TV, it feels very much like a console there as well. So it is this hybrid. It's not just a console, it's not just a handheld, it's both of that, and you for yourself can decide how you want to play your games. But the hardware is cool, like, it's a sturdy device. I think it looks great, especially when you like compare it to the Wii U, which, I'm sorry, I'm really having trouble showing this both on camera right now, but you get what the point is. The Wii U kind of like almost looks like a Fisher-Price toy, whereas the Nintendo Switch really feels much more like a sturdy little, yeah, handheld that feels well. It has nice buttons. The UI is fluent, really simple at the same time. Like, you just have your games, as you can see, and you have a couple of menu options, so you can go to your news section, your eShop, the album for the captures that you take, and pretty much a couple of settings, and that's about it. It's fluent in the way it works with just detaching the controllers, how you can hold them in two hands in that way, and so, yeah, I was kind of impressed by the hardware itself. I also think graphically it looks pretty good. Once again, realizing that this is the only hardware, it's just this small little tablet, the graphics look good. That fast RMX game that I actually bought in it, right now I own 2 games in it. I own The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I own Fast RMX. It's this kind of Wipeout / F-Zero clone racing game, which actually is quite good. But the graphics on that look good, almost up to par to what I'm playing right now on my PS4 mostly, so I really can't complain there. I think the hardware is good. I really have been enjoying it for what it is. At the same time, you know, those are my positives, really, like the hardware itself. I feel like it has a lot of potential, you know, if Nintendo really supports it well over these past over the next couple of years, if they kind of drop the 3DS support and if they decide to focus fully on the Switch itself, I think it has a bright future ahead. And if people buy it then as well, then yeah, you're gonna see lots of cool games come out in it, and it's gonna prove itself to be a good console. Now, at the same time, I have to get into the negatives, and unfortunately, there really are quite some negatives at the moment for the Nintendo Switch, which mainly come down to the features, the functionalities available at the moment. So the first thing I immediately noticed, my Nintendo Wii U friends list did not carry over at all. It's a complete different online infrastructure. And not just that, at the moment they're also using friend codes to still add your friends to the Nintendo network. Now, if that already doesn't sound crazy enough, like the fact you need to use 17-digit codes to actually add friends and you can't add them by usernames, apparently they are going to add that in the next couple of months, but it seems a little weird that that's not in there already at launch, because we're in 2017, Nintendo, come on, this is like, really, I'm not gonna be adding my friends through 17-digit codes, that's absolutely insane. But if that doesn't sound bad enough already, the moment you add friends on the Nintendo network, there's pretty much nothing you can do, you know, with your friends. Like, you can only invite them to your games, and that's all there is to it, because you can't even send a message at the moment to them. You can do absolutely nothing except see what they're playing and play with them together a game. But yeah, there is no message functionality. That's coming on later. Not just that, that's coming with the smartphone app. You pretty much still won't be able to do it via the Switch itself. You'll be doing it with your smartphone in a couple of months when they finally release that app. It just seems absolutely crazy, because this is such a basic functionality that all the other platforms have right now, that I just find that quite crazy to see. And especially hearing the stories recently where there's been a lot of interference apparently with smartphones and the Switch controllers. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how that is all gonna work out. Now, another thing I find such a deal breaker to me is really like there's still no trophies or achievements on it. Nintendo simply don't want to do that. I myself, as a big trophy hunter on the PS4, I find that a shame to see, because, you know, these sort of functionalities really make me want to do everything in a game. And I would already know that if the Nintendo Switch did have some kind of trophy slash achievement functionality, I would be trying to do everything in Mario, trying to get all the collectibles, or simply beating Zelda completely and not just the story, you get what I mean? So I found that a shame to see, and at the same time also the menu, for example, on the TV, it's still going to be in 720p. Now once again, we're in 2017 at the moment. You can just tell that 720p on a big 40-inch TV looks quite blurry, so I found that a weird thing to see as well. On the tablet itself, it still looks quite crisp. It's really small, it's like 6 inches only, so in that way 720p on it still looks quite sharp, I would say. It's not been a problem there, but yeah, on the TV, which is very big, you're gonna see that it looks quite blurry, and that's a shame to see, and it's weird that they decided to do that for just the menu. Like, it would seem really easy to just do it in 1080p if we're just talking about the menu, of course. The biggest thing, of course, is obviously the games though, and that's really where my biggest complaint at the moment is. Because if you go to the eShop right now, you can tell it's pretty much divided in just 2 sections. It's divided in the games that are out right now and the games that are coming up. If you're looking at what's coming or what's been out right now, what you can play at the moment on your Nintendo Switch, there is almost nothing there. There is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which of course is a really good game. It's been getting great reviews. I'm like 2 hours into it at the moment. I'm enjoying it for sure. But I can't really judge it yet, of course, because yeah, I really need to play it much more. There is Fast RMX, that racing game I just talked about. I've really been enjoying that quite a bit. It's a cool game. But apart from that, you have your Neo Geo games, which are literally 20 to 30 years old. You have Snipper Clips. You have the couple of Japanese games that are out on it, like I Am Setsuna, which you can already play on other platforms, or have already been able to play for a long time. And like, that's pretty much it. There's just not a lot there at the moment. You're only gonna be playing Zelda for the next couple of months, and maybe that Fast RMX game, and that's pretty much it, at least if I'm talking about me myself. And then what is coming out? Yeah, there's, you know, a Mario Kart version that was already out on the Wii U. A remaster is coming out on the Switch in like 2 months from now. Splatoon sometime in the summer, and Mario Odyssey in the fall, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's just not a lot to look forward to, and that's what I find a shame to see, is Nintendo really needs to get that third-party support together. And not just that, also start coming out with simply a lot of quality exclusive games. I know that's easier said than done, but they just need to do that, because right now it's very hard for me to recommend the Nintendo Switch to someone who doesn't already own a PS4 or an Xbox One or a PC, because these platforms get all the games, you know. If you would only be playing on the Nintendo Switch right now, then you're just missing out on so many games that are coming out, to the point where I can't recommend it if you don't already own one of those other consoles, because that's where the majority of the games are currently coming out. Now, at the same time, if you do own one of those, and if you do have access to all the other games already, then the Switch is probably gonna be a good secondary console. Like I said, the hardware is good, and the couple of exclusives that will be coming out on it are most likely to, almost for sure, gonna be quality releases that you'll want to play. But that's really the thing, is Nintendo needs to support this console so much more than they are doing right now. They need to get their features together, they need to start coming out with not only exclusive games, also third-party support, so people can buy this console and be like, this is my main primary console that I play on. And not just that, the nice thing about it really is that you can take it on the go, of course. So if you're someone who likes, you know, taking the console on the go, playing games in the train or something, or in the bus, whatever, then this is going to be a good choice for that, and I would definitely recommend recommend it to you because, yeah, I mean, playing AAA games on the go, everybody wants to do that, who is on the go a lot and who wants to play their games there. So that's a cool thing about it. I hope you agree that I kind of went into it with an open mind really this time, and yeah, I've just been, giving you my impressions at the moment with it. So I hope that we're gonna see lots of promising, games still coming out over the next, the next couple of months. And if they do that, then I would say, yeah, the console is quite promising that way. So we're gonna have to wait and see. For now, it's just not enough there for me to really recommend it to you if you don't already own one of the other platforms, Xbox One, a PS4, or maybe, you play on the PC. So with that being said, let me know what you thought. Leave a quick like if you enjoyed it to support my channel, of course. And then for now, I hope you enjoyed the video, so thanks a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.